13. We are talking, of course, about the blizzard of 2026. We have a Skywarn storm spotter, CPEZ. You all know him as a world-renowned. Well, you are an amazing accordion player, but world-renowned, world champion accordion player. But what you don't know is that he's also studied meteorology a bit in college. He has a passion for it, and he's also a Skywarn storm spotter. And now we want to make sure that we give him lots of credit because he is out there in the elements right now with this storm. And before we get started, CPES, first of all, I want to say hi. Hi. And big hugs.
Hello.
I missed you. I missed your show, but I heard Jay went, and you guys have to follow CPEZ. He's amazing. I do want to talk a couple. I want to just give you a little bit of science first, so that you and I can, touch on that before we get into the juicy stuff, which is, of course, what's happening out there. Okay, so a couple of things that I noted is that with this record setting winter mesocyclone storm, I think this is really important to note. It's really a complex system. It was very complex. The wild card, if you will, would have been the mesoscale banding. You and I both talked about that. And we understand that in that case, we're looking at the potential of the broadening of the system, of the snow shield, and where the frontogenesis may lie. Of course, we're also talking about the conditional symmetric instability and the overall deformation zones. So I mentioned that to you and to everybody at home because I want you to understand that when CPEZ shows you what's going on outside right now in the elements, he's giving you a scientific analysis of why this is happening in Rhode Island. Because as many of you know, I went with the NAM at the last minute. I went with the North American model. Many people stayed with the GFS, which gave Jersey 20s into 30s. I went with the higher 30s into 40s, especially in that kind of more of that southern Jersey area, pushing more towards the east. But what we see here now is that the mesoscale banding were, of course, formed stronger near where you are, of course, and that's in Rhode Island. So CPEZ, go for it and tell us what you're seeing and give us some background.
Well, this storm first showed up kind of Monday into Tuesday, and there was six bands in a row. Six model runs in a row. The GFS showed a bomb that gave us some kind of a major storm. And on the American weather boards, I started the thread, and there's this whole thing about who starts the thread. And I started the thread for the Southwest Flow event in January, which I missed. I was in LA, as you remember. And I was
Right.
so pissed I missed that. That was an 18 to 24 storm, sizable, not historic, but sizable. You don't
Right.
get those too
Oh
often.
no.
And I started that thread. So I said, I'm starting this thread. I'm on a run. And then as soon as I started the thread, the Euro, and we call the Euro Dr.
You're
No, because every time models
right.
show a big snowstorm, Dr. No says, not happening. So the Euro goes out to sea 300 miles. All the models follow it. The GFS steadfast stayed as a blizzard here. Didn't even tuck that much, it stayed right there. And then
uh,
sure enough, as we know what happened when everybody gave up on the storm, Friday night, all the models came back to the GFS. Everything looked great. Sunday night, oh my God, 24 to 36. The National Weather Service saying 24 to 36. And then you remember Sunday morning, the GFS went east massively. And we're like, oh
yeah.
no, the girl that brought us to the dance has left the dance. And we're all at the dance saying, what do we do? Or as someone else put it, it was like the GFS was our starter and went to the eighth inning, and now he's giving up home runs, and we got to bring up the bullpen or something. So then
I love
everybody, right?
wait, really quickly. We gotta give out shout outs. You have Carlos Rubinez, Who Am I To, Phil, Sad Boy, Tuck for Sure, K Todd, and Tuck for Sure. All right, keep going. Oh, I lost
Okay,
your
so,
audio.
oh, testing. I'm here. I'm testing. Am I here?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
No, so then Sunday morning, everyone's like, well, do we stick with the 24 to 30 North New Hampshire, which actually did happen? There's hardly any
Right.
New Hampshire
Yeah,
line.
didn't get
The
much.
3K NAM, had one run that was like back to the bomb of 24:36. And now here's where it gets
Mm-hmm.
really sad. I got completely screwed here. I cannot tell
Why?
you we got any more than 15 inches of snow, even though 5 miles to my south got 24, 5 miles to my west got 24, 10 miles to my south, Providence, all time number one
Yeah.
snowstorm since 1890 in recorded
Yeah.
history, the biggest snowstorm of all time. It
Yeah.
broke the blizzard of 78. If you are in central or southern Rhode Island, this is as impactful as 78. It is illegal to drive on the roads. We're going to do a quick little drive here. That's why I'm in the car. Quick little drive to give you an idea what it looks like. But
Carefully.
and everybody on the boards is like, Corey, you can't have that much. Usually the National Weather Service in my life refuses to accept my snow totals too much. Recently, including this storm, they're not accepting my snow totals because they're too little. But I took a video, I posted it on YouTube for some people to see. Just notice, I have a big snow measuring stick, professional one. There was 10 inches on the ground, and the top was hard. It was an inch of hard snow, and that's still there. There's only
Uh-huh.
22 inches of snow. So the
Wow.
compact total of this storm, I can't say it's more than 12. And I've gone to other neighborhoods here. Same, 22 inches on the ground, meaning there's 12 inches compact. So if you want to say we got 15, compact total of 12, 15, you want to say 16 by now, fine. But it'd be really, we got 20 inches of snow. But all the meteorologists like, Corey, you had to have gotten 20. You had to have. Everybody around you's got 24. I
Right.
don't know.
And
And the
understand, guys,
airport,
once again, he's a certified Skywarn storm spotter, so he does really understand the measurement tools and how to
right,
measure this. So what you're finding is, and I don't think he's not like bad mouthing anybody. He's just saying that what he's experiencing is that there
right.
is, of course, such a drop. But but let's talk about that drastic difference. Now, I do want to tell everybody that's watching right now, because we have a handful of people. Right now, we're shooting in one format, okay? We're shooting in the vertical. This is for reals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this call right now. I'm going to stop this live stream, and I'm going to go ahead and put us in the horizontal, because I know that
Oh, okay.
Corey
All right.
does
Yep.
also enjoy to like use different platforms. So we're going to be able to use in both methods. Okay. So we're going to cut this now. Give everybody, we'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. So see you guys in
Okay.
just 2 seconds.
Okay.